What's going on, guys? Phil Birch here with my Orlando regional tournament report. Um, I guess I'm going to call it more of like just a general report. My tournament I didn't think went too particularly well, so I just kind of want to chit chat to you guys about the weekend, all the fun I had, and yeah, what I think could be done better or more transparently at least. So I began my journey to um, Orlando pretty much right after last week's stream of the Brewing and Birch and Bromley podcast. Right following that, I packed pretty much everything up. Um, like took some like melatonin to go to sleep, and then just like passed the fuck out for a couple hours until my buddy Mitchell, also an Unfun Stuff as far as I can tell, drove me to the airport at like 6 in the morning. So I get there super early. I've got like a really quick early flight to Atlanta, where I'm going to be meeting up with Ben Shoemaker. And then we are going to be driving down there on Thursday. So driving down to Orlando on Thursday. So we get pretty much, I get to Atlanta. We hang out for the night. We go to the store, grab some beer. So we can bring the beer with us, obviously, because like what else are you going to do on a vacation? And then, yeah, we begin our journey to Orlando the next day. It's like a nice 7-hour trip. And we get to our Airbnb, where we then proceed to wait for Bromley, who purchased the Airbnb, and a couple of the other buddies, because they experienced some car trouble on the way. So far, it has been pretty substantial, like clusterfuck, just all around. But it's been fun. Like it's a nice time. By the time they get there, Ben and I have polished off like 12 beers or some shit, and yeah, we just have like a really nice time chilling, playing, just getting into the tournament mindset. Friday was a pretty similar story where we didn't really do much. We kind of hung out at the Airbnb, got some lunch, and then we did like a little bit of deck prepping and stuff because I had to build Ben a deck, and then like I wasn't totally positive what I wanted to do with my deck, and this, that, and the other. Needless to say, I didn't go into this event super confident with what I was playing. And I think it really showed throughout the tournament because I was making a lot of very questionable decisions that I think were really easily avoided. But yeah, I don't know why, but like the nerves really caught up to me. We get to the day of the tournament, and it's a lot of fun, honestly. So we get there, get to the tournament venue a little bit early. They're holding it at like some kind of rodeo arena thing, which was pretty tight. They have like little conference centers attached to it. It was really nice, really awesome. And you begin like your pleasantries. So we get in line. I grab my paper deck list, which I haven't filled out in years, and go and sit at a table, scribble out my shitty deck pretty quickly, and then I like you go and you like chat with the people you haven't seen in a while. I got to talk to like everybody first day, and that was really cool and exciting because it was people I hadn't seen in a long time there. My friend, like buddy Stefan, really good friend that I grew up with, that moved to the Houston area, so now I really never really get to see him. Got to see him, got to see a bunch of guys from like all of the country. Obviously get the Omaha guys, some of the Florida guys that I hadn't seen since last time I was down there, last time I was in Miami. Some of the local dudes, stuff like that. Like it was just a really cool, fun experience just to get there and just have like a normal tournament experience where I'm filling out a deck list and then you just like chit chatting with everybody. People come up and like talk to you and stuff like that. And that was kind of missing, I think, from the first couple of regionals I went to with like the online deck list submission. Right, you're just kind of like checking your phone every 4 seconds to make sure pairings aren't up. The tournament itself, I think went really poorly for me. So I ended up 5-3. Like I said, I wasn't too in love with my deck, and usually that's like a sign, right? Like I'm very like into how I'm feeling the day of with the deck I'm playing. Like I can, you like a good feel for it. Like you want to be able to like know what's going on and why things are going on, like all that good feelings, stuff like that. And like I could not get that feeling with this deck. I know it's a good deck. Like I played Life Toga. It was siding into Ochako for some matchups. But what I ended up doing was just not trusting the Toga part of the deck at all. And I sided, I think, into Ochako like way too much. I had the Ochako in there specifically to battle like fourth kinds, because fourth kind can be a tough matchup for Toga if they draw really hot really early, and Ochako has like a really strong like ability to kill, defend, protect themselves and stuff on like a 5 foundation build if she needs to. So she's able to like kind of keep things moving if you do run into a fourth kind. I didn't run into any fourth kinds, but like I did play up against like a lot of the other meta stuff. Like I played against Ochakos, Jiros. I think I played a lot of Ochakos and Jiros. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't particularly remember all the things I played against. I did end up going 5-3, which is disappointing for me because I really wanted to have a building on performance from the Columbus PTC or Columbus Regional. Sorry, and that felt bad to like regress. It felt like because I fit 5-3 in Vegas and squeaked out of like even top 32. Same thing with this one where 5-3, we don't make top 32. We end up in like 40th place, which is that's not the standard I hold myself to. If I was 6-2 and missed top cuts, at least I would have felt like I performed better. Like I was in control of my situation. But as I said, I was making misplays. My confidence wasn't there. Like I was missing some damage. I missed lethal a couple times. And then like I left myself the ability to have big backswings by taking some damage, and then I missed a lot of those backswings. Which it could have been deck design, it could have just been playing poorly or going around the odds. I should have maybe blocked a little bit more, but yeah, other than like that part was sucky. That part sucked. Like the tournament itself, I felt like I performed very poorly in, but I still managed to get 5-3. I met a lot of great guys. I had a lot of fun, let me tell you. I had an absolute blast playing in some of those rounds, and I didn't really have any problems. Like all my opponents were really, really just nice guys, and I'm glad that they're enjoying the game. I sat around some fun people all day, like a couple of dudes that were like you could tell were in the same bracket as me. We're kind of like following each other around and like moving around in sorts, and it was fun. It was fun. Barry Everson beat me for the first time in tournament. He's going to talk to you guys probably about that. He's super excited. He kind of got the revenge from Columbus, and I couldn't be happier for him, man. We had a really, really good game, and I just missed lethal a couple times. Like I played the hell out of some defense, and my deck was just showing me no offense all day, and yeah, it felt pretty bad, man. That's I guess my takeaway from the event as a whole, from my deck's perspective, is that the offense was a lot more suspect than I even gave it credit to. It was very, very suspect, like disgustingly so almost. But yeah, enough about that. Top 64, get some extra promos or whatever. And it was a really nice time, man. I got, once again, like throughout the event, I met a lot of incredible people. A lot of people came up and said hello, like, hi, what's up? You know, I got to rekindle like some friendships with some people, like got to talk to a bunch of people that I really care about and respect in this game tremendously. And like, it's cool to have a lot of people like, come up to you and ask how you're doing every round, even though sometimes you just have to be like, I'm pissed off, and you go drink a beer in the parking lot. Which we did. We drank a lot of beers in the parking lot. Big thumbs down, but also I guess like you're doing your job to the guy who told us we couldn't drink in the arena. But you were doing your job, so whatever. Couldn't drink at the event. Whoa. Yeah, so after the event, we got a ton of the people went out to a like a local bar area, and it was a great time, man. There was obviously like some clear controversies that got brought upon at the end of the event, so like a lot of salty salts, talking about it back and forth, but it was kind of like a growing point for the community, I think, where it was important for everyone to get out their frustrations instead of just holding them all in, especially in an event of this magnitude where, yeah, it is important for these people. Like it is important. It shows that we care, right? It shows the community cares when people are getting upset about the things in the event that are happening, and like when there is discrepancies that they find. Overall, I think that everybody figured out that it wasn't too terribly bad of anything that happened. Like I think it all kind of worked itself out. There was bigger controversy, but that's like none of my business. I'll talk about it probably on my Twitch, but yeah. So yeah, but like I said, the dinner was fantastic. It was awesome because I hang out with Levi and Tamarin, and that was just a great time. Got to like just chit chat with them. Had an awesome time. The waitress was a huge total fucking nerd like the rest of us, or the bartender was a huge nerd like the rest of us. So that was pretty cool too. Where we got to chit chat with an outside entity and just kind of share all of our love of nerdy shit. The following day, I entered the teams event with Mitchell Chimino and Nate DeWalt. Nate's a fucking hell of a dude, by the way. Funniest little kid I know, honestly. The kid's cracks me up every time I see him. So shout outs to Nate. Fucking great guy. Fucking Momo enthusiast. I beat the shit out of him in Twist, but we don't gotta talk about that. But yeah, it was fun. We won the teams event. I mean, it was only 6 teams, single elimination, but it was fun. It was great. Hopefully, they post the pictures online. You can see us with Mitchell and I carried Nate on our shoulders because he's like fucking 4'5" or some shit. And yeah, we just kind of like went from there. Had an awesome time. Chit chatted with a lot of the dudes. Said our goodbyes. Like got to see all that stuff. And headed on out to Disney Springs, which was an interesting experience. It's just an outlet mall near Disney, but it was cool. It was a fun time. I got to hang out with the Florida guys, hang out with Ben Shoemaker more, and before we eventually came down to the end of our trip, we played a fun little I guess it was like, I don't know, just like a movie trivia game kind of with just the boys, where we just, one person would name a movie, the other person would have to name the actor in it, and then so on and so forth. Kind of just like in a circle, and if you couldn't, you got like a point against you. It was cool. Monday we drove back, chit-chatted a ton about the meta with Ben, the things we liked, the things that we thought were cool, things we hope to change. I keep trying to convince him that he doesn't hate the game, but he's like a salty old man, and he loves the game more than anybody I know, actually. So he won't admit it, and don't tell anybody don't tell him I said that, or he'll hate me. But yeah, it was cool, dudes. I want to say that like it was just an awesome trip. It was fun to fly to Atlanta to drive down to an event with Ben. I got like just the extra Ben time, the extra like chit chatting, like the camaraderie shit, like fucking building shit, dude. He's my teammate from way the fuck back in universes, so. But yeah, shout outs to just a ton of people, man. As always, the commentary team absolutely ripped it. Tamarin and Levi are absolute professionals, fucking awesome. The commentary team is the strongest part about the My Hero Academia like grouping as a whole. I don't know the third guy on the team. He does the behind the scenes work. He's an awesome dude too. I don't really chit chat with him, but like I got to like speak with him a little bit. Andrew Holder, coolest fucking guy. Go Beyond Games, go check him out on YouTube. Also, he's just a real fucking guy, dude. He got kind of fucked over by presumable like the scandalous acts, and he just handled it like an absolute professional, man. Chris Bromley, Jose Naronio, all the Miami dudes, all the Unfunstuff fellas. Love you dudes to death. Thank you for having me be a part of this absolute great thing that you are building. Love representing it. Sorry I don't represent it as good as I could. Wish I could top with you guys so that people would be like, man, look at all those fucking unfun boys in tops. To every single person who came up and said hello or got me to sign anything from you, just want you to know you guys are the reason I'm doing this. I think it's super cool. I think it's super fun just to be able to go through and talk to you guys day in and day out, like online, or just help you through my content. Like a lot of you guys seem super appreciative, genuinely appreciative, and I love that. I love that so much. Everybody that I know, honestly, at the event was just so cool. They're so cool. It was such a, like, the community is awesome. You can't go to an event usually and find, like, a better group of people. I already mentioned it earlier, Stefan. Love that dude. He did fucking awesome. 6-2. Finished in, like, 20th place because there was a billion 6-2s, but, like, congratulations to you, dude. That was phenomenal showing, man. Yeah, Ben Shoemaker, my fucking dad, Chris Smith, love the dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's too many names to name just because I know fucking all of you. Brad Townsley, fucking all the Brad Townsley crew, Barry Everson again. But yeah, man, it was something you guys all need to experience is the love and warmth of this community. And I think that you all should really take the time out at least once to just go out to this event and just put yourself out there. Don't just hang out in your little circles with your friends. Just try and talk to new people, because everybody's going to be so willing to talk to you. Everybody's so passionate about the game. People are so passionate about the anime, their favorite characters, stuff like that, dude. Just talk to some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And honestly, none of us bite. So, like, just have fun. If you have a favorite player, I'm sure they'll love to talk to you. Anyway, dudes, that's my tournament analysis, I suppose. It wasn't really a report. It was more of a report of the event, like, or the days, as I said. But hopefully you watch this. Hopefully you guys have fun. And I'll be posting a lot more content, man. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. Keep your eyes peeled. All right. All right. Once again, Phil Birch, Unfunstuff, and hit like, hit subscribe, comment. Tell me all the cool things you like. Tell me all the cool times you had at the event. I'll see you guys later.